Hi, my friends. Welcome to my channel. My name's Gail DiBiase, and I have a shop on Etsy that is called My Sweet Vintage Home. And this is my baby girl, Allie. She's a Shih Tzu. She's a little tired today. She went to the groomer. She got this fancy beaded necklace at the groomer. My Shih Tzu, who's a Shih Tzu poodle, he's 13, he got a tie. And I'll show you him later. He's like laying down somewhere. But anyway, I figured I would get on here. I'm going to let her down so I can talk. Say bye, Allie. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah, she's like, who am I supposed to be saying that? Bye-bye to. Anyway, I'm a little goofy, so don't mind me. Let me just fix this. This is my first video I'm making, so I'm trying to make a good one. Yeah, so I just started a shop on Etsy. And I've been uploading stuff to the site, and I have quite a bit that I got from my first two hauls, and I haven't shared any of it yet. So I wanted to go on here so that I could share it today, so that you know what's up and on my site. Like I said, my shop site is My Sweet Vintage Home, and I'm Gail DiBiase. Okay, so first thing I'm going to show you today, I had fun. Let me just say, I love vintage shopping or just thrifting, whatever anybody wants to call it. I love it. I love it. And I live in a small condo village, and my condo isn't huge. It does have cathedral ceiling, so it makes it feel larger. But I can only collect so much and keep here in my condo. So I decided that I was going to open a shop. I used to have an Etsy shop years ago. Decided I would open an Etsy shop and put some stuff on there and see where it went. Because it's so much fun. I love collecting. And if I can collect and have it for a little bit, so I'm sharing it, I can put it in my, my decor or whatever, which I will. I'll show you some different vignettes that I create with the things that I source. What was I going to say? God, I forget. Yeah, so if I can share it with you and then you decide, oh, I love that, I want to purchase it, and then I send it off to you and I get to source something else that I find, because I'm not going to pick up things unless I like them. I'm not going to pick up things unless I would display them in my home. That's just the way I am. But I'm very eclectic, so I like a lot of things. I'm the youngest of 7, and I was brought up in the 70s, so, I saw a lot of vintage things out there between my mom and dad and, all of my siblings. They all had different things that now I recognize as vintage, so it's really kind of cool. Anyway, so the first thing I am going to show you today are these two Mexican folk art people. Can you see them good? I think so. I can see them in my thing. Yep, they're Mexican folk art. And what they are is they're paper mache that people have created that are familiar to the different people that are actually in their village. Like this girl, she has a jug on her back. And this guy, he has a jug that he's carrying. And when I saw them, I don't know why, they just spoke to me, and I'm like, I gotta get them. If you don't want them, no one out there wants them, I'll put them somewhere and I'll have them, because I do think they're really cool, but I am putting them up for sale as well. So that's, it's called Mexican folk art, basically. And yeah, they're so cute. I don't know what else to say, but they're so cute. I'm knocking stuff over. Can you hear it? Another one that I'm going to be putting up for sale is my Flapper Girl. Roaring 20s Flapper Girl powder jar. Whoops, sorry. Powder jar. How cool is that? Can you imagine having your powder in there and you have your big brush and you're like, slapping it on. I don't know. I don't know if I'd ever put powder in it, but I think I would put trinkets in it, like little earrings or something like that. I think it would be cool to have it sitting on my dresser or on my vanity or even on a bathroom sink. If it's a female's, home or apartment or whatever. I think it's so cute. I love the boa and the purple hat. So cute. I couldn't pass her up either. In fact, I'm like, everything I pick up, I'm like, should I just keep her? Maybe I shouldn't put her on my shop. But I'm sticking everything out there, and I'm going to see what seems to go and what doesn't. So, yes, I'm willing to share her with someone if someone wants to purchase her. She's adorable. She's adorable. Look at her. So, next thing I have, let's see, I have this ceramic cat. It's vintage. It's pretty much cottagecore, I would say, but shabby chic, any, country, any. And when I looked it up, they basically said it's a trinket holder, or people use it for toothpicks back in the day. So you could stick a pile of toothpicks in there. I don't see that really happening with anybody now, probably. I mean, I know I wouldn't, but if it's something you would want to do, or that you think is cool, hey, why not, right? So this is up on my shop. All these that I'm showing you are up on my shop now. I have more that will be probably up by the time you look at my shop. I have this Royal Albert. Let me get it so you can see it, right? Royal Albert, and it's a creamer and sugar bowl. And on the bottom, I'm sorry because I know I'm holding it, the camera's wrong, so you can't really see it probably, but it's Royal Albert, and it's bone china, and it's right from England. And this pattern is called Moss Rose. How pretty is that? I couldn't resist it. They're just like new, I swear, other than like right on the very bottom, little bit of wear, but I mean, no chips, nothing. And the gold that lines them, it's all there. It's so pretty. Yeah, I couldn't leave them there. I just think they're so beautiful. So this is a creamer and pitcher. They're on my site. And then I also have the Royal Albert teacup and saucer. Let me turn this around so you can see it better too. I'm sorry if I'm holding it too low or whatever. I'll try to work on that. Because obviously you want to be able to see whatever I'm holding. So forgive me, but give me clues in my comments or whatever if I'm driving you nuts with something that I'm doing or whatever, okay? But ooh, how good could you sip your Earl Grey out of that, huh? I think it would be great. I love the flowers, the floral pattern. Yep, so they're royal. Oh, and I think, are these the ones, or was that? No, these are the ones. This cup and saucer are now discontinued. So they're not going to be making any more. See the little rose on the inside of the cup? They're not going to be making any more. So, grab them while you can. I noticed a few people have them out there. So, yeah, they're beautiful. I love them. I have this milk jug. It's made in Italy. It does say something on the bottom, but I can't really read it. It's like a little etching or something. I think it says the name of the company, which is Gilzia or something. I don't know. It's Italian, so however you would pronounce that. Anyway, but it has a hand script on the front. It says milk. Some red stripes and gray stripes. It's very pretty. I do not have the cover, unfortunately, but I do not have any chips on this glass either. It's milk glass. Milk glass is something people collect. I used to have quite a bit of milk glass. I used to have a lot of antiques, but then the divorce happened, and there went all my antiques. So I've been, cautiously collecting new ones and sharing them with my friends here on Cyberland. And yeah, so that one's on my shop. I have this vintage alabaster marbled trinket jar, and it's hinged on the back, which is kind of cool. You can put it up and it will stay. If you're trying to dig out your little earrings from the inside or whatever, you can get to them. Look how pretty that marbling is on the inside. Can you see it? Whoops, sorry. It will be broken because I'll slam the cover shut. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful marble. So pretty. It's like a lightish yellowish. It's carved from marble stone. But I love it. How pretty is that, huh? Beautiful. Let's see, I have some, and I think I posted her today or yesterday, this lovely Raggedy Ann doll. She's so pretty, look at her. She's got her calico dress on. She's all hand sewed. This is ribbon like around her foot. And someone hand sewed it. They hand sewed her legs and stuff together. She's all hand sewed, which is crazy. Embroidered her nose. Did they embroider that? No, I think that's a piece of material. Piece of material on her nose. She's got button eyes, real button eyes, which is like the first one that had. Beautiful smile. She's got this rusty red hair. And forgive me for showing her belly, but she has a beautiful red heart on her chest because she loves us. She loves us. And you know, this specific Raggedy Ann has these wonderful striped leggings. They're not the normal red. They're like striped. I find them very cool. I was very curious about her when I saw her. I'm like, and you know, she has been well loved by somebody. Her neck is a little soft. Her neck is a little soft. She's could use a little bit of stuffing. It would be really easy to add some, but I don't think anybody would. I wouldn't add any. I'd leave her just like she is and just sit her back on a bed like this with her neck supported, you know, let her sit there and while away her days. She's beautiful, isn't she? I think she is. She loves me. Maybe she'll love you. She's on my website. She's very vintage, extremely vintage. There's her back, in case you want to see that. I don't know if I showed anybody. But yeah, she's wonderful. I love her. And then I have a quilt on my Etsy. This huge quilt. It's a full size. I had it all out when I took pictures of it. You know, a nice night. I love wrapping up in a vintage quilt. It's so cool. As I said, to be transparent, as I am in my shop, it does have some fading stains on the, excuse me, on the underside. If I can get to any of them, I'll show you them. Yeah, can you see those right there in the corner? It has a few of those on the back side. Doesn't stop it from being pretty to look at. Look at the pattern is so pretty. Definitely goes with a farmhouse or cottage core, anything like that. Very pretty pattern. And it's been washed. I did wash it because where it had that staining, I wanted to make sure it was nothing that was going to come off or whatever. But nothing came off, so I guess it's fine. Let's see. I have a couple more things. I have a couple older things, which is cool. Let me see, put that there. I have this old bowl, and I am right in love with it. Look at that. Look at it. It's so used and worn. It's rustic. I love it. Can you imagine the different things you can display in this bowl? You know, I'm thinking like, you know, fall, you could put pine cones, you could put Christmas ornaments, hearts for Valentine's, you know, whatever for summer, just summery stuff, shells and starfish and all kinds of stuff. I love it. I really do. It's right in my wheelhouse. That's why I bought it. It's so pretty, though. I don't know much about it. It did at one time have some writing on the bottom. And I don't know if that's a date or what, but it's definitely vintage. Definitely vintage. But it's beautiful, I think. I think it's beautiful. All right, let's see. I got a couple more. I have this antique onion lamp This is like one of the first antiques I got, you know, a few years ago, and I've loved it and loved it. I used to have it sitting on a table that I would be at when I was selling my stuff down in the Old Port, and I don't know how many people asked me if they could buy it, and I wouldn't sell it because I just loved it. I'd just gotten it, and it was just like, oh, I can't sell it. But I think I've had her long enough I'm willing to share with somebody. It's an amber colored light. It does not have a bottom. It did at one time, probably for a candle or whatever. But what I did, I would hang it. It will hang. It's got a nice rustic hanger. It's very rustic, very shabby chic, you know, very primitive, which that was always my gig when I was collecting antiques. I love primitive stuff. This is a beautiful light. It really is. It's beautiful. They call it an onion light, I think I read. So that's that. And I have one, whoops, don't crash your stuff. I have one more. I gotta catch the onion light so it doesn't fall onto the floor. I have one more, and this is a heavy brown. And first look, you'd see it and you'd think, yeah, that's a bottle. But having looked it up and seeing it has a sign on the bottom and everything, it happens to be a vase. And it happens to be a creation from Gunnar Boyd from Scandinavia. And he actually did this vase for many, many years for a ceramic company there. I think it was Hoganus or something like that he did for many years. It's beautiful. It's extremely heavy. It's got some design on it. I don't know if I hold it close enough you can see. It has kind of some little design going on. It's vintage, and it also is on my site. It's very cool. I've had this for a number of years too. This is one I swore I would never sell, but I will. So anyway, that concludes my stuff today that I've posted on Etsy. My Sweet Vintage Home on Etsy, Gail DiBiase. You can find all this stuff there.